from the bottom, ain't no problems, we gon' make a way. Got no coach on the field, but we making plays. Hey, look, don't worry, we gon' be okay. Hey, look, why? Cause we gon' make them pay. We from.
So let's get to it. We talking about the number one team in the country going into College Station to take on the Aggies. Alabama 5-0 on the year, 3-2 against the spread, while the Aggies are 3-2 on the year, a very ugly 3-2, and 2-3 against the spread. Injury reports for this game, man, and I tell people they haven't really been reporting a lot of Alabama injuries, but man, they lost Allen, they lost McClellan, they lost they lost a lot of people. You know, Robinson and Sanders at the linebacker spot. Wheaton, running back, he is questionable for this game, and Randolph, offensive lineman, he's questionable for this game as well. Texas A&M, Carper, he is defensive back. He's questionable for this game. They lost wide receiver Jones out of George Ranch High School. He's out for the year. Defensive back Jones, he's out for the year. Chapman, wide receiver, he's questionable. Another wide receiver, Lane, he is questionable as well. And the quarterback, we all know he's out indefinitely with a broken tibia. Alabama coming off a 42-21 victory against Ole Miss, while Texas A&M lost to the mad scientist Mississippi State 26-22. Get to these actual factors real quick. Alabama 11-4 against the spread in the last 15 games, 10-0 straight up in the last 10 games, 5-2 against the spread in the last 7 games against Texas A&M, 8-0 straight up in the last 8 games against A&M, 6-0 straight up in the last 6 games on the road, 5-0 straight up in the last 5 games this season, 8-2 against the spread in the last 10 games when playing against the SEC opponent. And they are 5-0 against the spread in the last 5 games playing against the SEC West opponent. Texas A&M, the others hit 4 out of the last 5 games. They're 11-2 straight up in the last 13 games. The overs hit 4 out of the last 6 against Alabama. They're 8-1 straight up in the last 9 games at home. 7-2 straight up in the last 9 games when playing against the SEC opponent. They are 1-4 against the spread in the last 5 games against the SEC West opponent. And the overs hit 5 out of the last 6 games in the month of October. Alabama versus Texas A&M. Flat top, how do you feel about this one?
For this one, I'm just going to go with the streak. I can send it to you if you want to see it, but Alabama has covered the last 13 straight first half spreads against FBS opponents. I don't know what the spread is. I like that streak. I think it's probably at like 9.5. I think they'll be well over that, but I'm going to rock with it. Alabama usually does their damage early, any game that they play. So, yeah, whatever their first half spread is, lock me in for it.
All right. Marley, how you feel about this one?
Bama first half, done deal.
Yep. So I think we all feel the same because I took them. That's what I ride with this year. That's been my play. Alabama first half. They definitely going to cover this. I will be scared. You know, I'm scared because one thing about it, Bama does take their foot off the gas in the second half, as we all saw. As Mikey Hova saw last week, and I had to tell him, bro, you can't. When Bama's up like that, you can't take them. So I'm right there with y'all. I like Alabama first half spread. I don't care what it is. I want the first half spread. You know what I'm saying? So we right there, and man, Texas A&M, they offense is just trash, man. Like Jimbo, I mean, it's the quarterback play. Jimbo got to go out and get him a quarterback. And you know what? To be honest with you, fellas, I really think Kellen Mond should have stayed another year and been a first-round draft pick at the quarterback position. So I definitely believe that was a mistake for him to leave. But we all like Bama first half spread. We don't care what it is. We like them first half, take care of business. And they will cover this spread. They will probably beat them by 20 or more points. Let's
Check it out. Look, we from the bottom, ain't no problems, we gon' make a way. Got no coach on the field, but we making plays. Hey, look, don't worry, we gon' be okay. Hey, look, why? Cause we gon' make them pay. We from